Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I am touring my Minecraft world. So this is how you enter, at least one of the ways. So as you can see here, there is this giant cruise ship, just like the one I went on last summer. The one I went on last summer had slides in it. It's so big, the thing doesn't even load fully. And now here is the dock for the cruise ship. Now right off the bat, you come to the island and find a swag import shop where we carry all my favorite brands. And you will find a couple other stores as well. I built a whole shopping district. And then over here, you will find some office buildings. I also have a couple of beacons around the island. There's my Roman Colosseum, and I also have a Monoprix on my island. It's a Monoprix the size of a Walmart. So now if you carry on further, you'll see these different Minecraft sword statues. And then I have this coffee shop. I also built a beacon behind me and a statue of myself. I also have a statue of Peep the Frog because I love a good meme. I also have the Eiffel Tower. And now here's my house. I actually built this manually by hand before I figured out how to install World Edit. But I'll give you a quick tour. Alright, so now this is the entrance. The walls and floors are very thick. Come in here, close the door. Now this is the Chateau de Chandelier, which translates to Room of the Chandeliers. Second floor, as you can see, the walls and the floors are very thick. I built a bit of an elevated space here. And now, see, there are supposed to be paintings here, but I removed them so that you could see how thick the floors are. So thick that I even built a hidden base in them. This is supposed to be behind the painting, though. This is my room. Conversation pit. And now I'll show you the rooftop lounge. I may keep my dogs up here. I also built this space so I could fly off with an elytra. And now if I just go up, I'll show you the other rooftop lounge. As you can see, I have a conversation pit that has a glowstone in the center. I originally built it using fire, but it burnt the wood support beams. Here again, I have a statue of myself. Here's the Peep the Frog. You may remember this from the Minecraft tutorial world. I actually copied it from a tutorial world using World Edit. Here I have the Eiffel Tower with a giant beacon underneath. There is another house, my neighbor's house. This was when I figured out how to copy using World Edit. You can also see my neighbor's yacht. And there's another giant diamond beacon. And now I'll show you the view from here. There's a eagle statue, just like George Emporio Armani's eagle, because I quite like Armani. There is the gigantic yacht. And now here's my yacht. I also built these wooden stairs, so I could easily come up and down to my beach. You can see the way the island works is first there are beaches, then there are short mountains, then it's a forest, and then there are the tall mountains. So I built a city over the on the forest. I think the ocean is beautiful. Now here's another beach. Here I have this really nice house. Here's an Italian restaurant. Another house over here, just like mine. A Japanese restaurant. I built some residential slash hotel buildings here. There's another statue of myself over there. I also have a solid gold Pikachu statue. Because if you know me, you know I love Pokemon. And I also built another hotel slash residential building. There you can actually see a beach club. And I actually carved the mountains, that way I could fit buildings here. There is Town Hall over there. And now here is another hotel slash resort building. Yeah, hotel, resort, apartments, all of it. With direct beach access. Now let me just take off this elytra. See, the idea with this island, I wanted an island the size of Manhattan, with the weather of Malta, with the isolation of Hawaii. So that's exactly what I did. So now I'll show you the beach club. Here's the beach club. See, I like to club a lot, so I build clubs in Minecraft. I think this is the kitchen. Here's the main deck. Got a DJ. All these heads are meant to be people hanging out. Bit of a lounge. Pool. And then there's another wooden staircase that goes down directly into the water. I honestly like this island a lot, as the ocean around it is quite beautiful. And I also have another part of my town called Memory Lane. So, see, I grew up watching Minecraft videos. Some of my earliest memories are Minecraft videos on a first gen iPad, like the 2010 originally released iPad. I actually still have it. So here you can see Stampy's rocket to the moon. That was one of my favorite videos when I was like 3 or 4. Most people can't remember anything from that age, but I can remember everything. At least that was like life changing. And hey, I'm a YouTuber today, so here's a giant YouTube statue. The first Minecraft video I ever saw was Captain Sparkle's Creeper. Aw man, so I wanted to tribute it. And I also enjoyed Minecraft parodies more than the original songs. So that's why I wrote Creeper, Aw man, and why parodies are better than the original songs. Here I actually built DanTDM's lab. He was one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers. I actually remember crying when I saw him move labs. Looking back, I don't know why he built his lab with no roof like this. Bit strange, maybe that's why he moved. Now I want to show you the gigantic lighthouse I built. Should be around the coast. Okay, here it is. I built it entirely using marble, glowstone, and diamond blocks. It like literally soars high above the clouds. One of my favorite things to do is to fly beneath the Eiffel Tower and fly through it. And now here's the Roman Colosseum. I like to fly into it. Now as you can see, there's actually another portal here. Why? Because I actually renovated the nether. No, sorry, not the nether. An end portal. Why? Because I renovated the end in Minecraft. I changed it a lot. I'll show it to you. But in the meantime, first I want to show you this plant I built. So as you can see, there's a giant river. And connecting to the river is a dam I built. And then once you fly in past the water dam, you'll actually see that I have a gigantic wheat farm which can produce 8,000 kilograms of pasta in one day. I think that's more than enough pasta for the island, but I want to be able to export goods. I also built several log houses along the river and in other lakes on the island, because I feel like we should have something built in every part of the island, but at the same time I want to preserve the forests. I like the island because it snows. I like the island because it has rain, it has grass, it has desert, it has beaches, it has everything. Oh, by the way, this is the gigantic diamond pyramid monument. And this is the Armani Eagle monument. When I was building the statues of myself, I used Minecraft sandstone to show how much I love Minecraft. And I wanted it to look like those older statues built back in the day. Hang on, let me just stand beside it. The closest I could get with blocks available in 2013. So either way, I'll show you all the end. I wanted to build a staircase. Problem is, it sort of like just pushes out the blocks. You know what I could do? I could just take out some ladder. When I was little, I used to think these were the ladders, so I was wondering how come it wasn't going on the walls when I tried to place it on the wall. Okay, that did not work. Either way. I don't know why, but the music's quite distorted here in the end. But that didn't stop me from colonizing the end. I turned it all into grass after getting rid of the dragon and all the endermen. The dragon egg is just there for display, just to say, hey, I conquered this. That's also why I kept this. Kept these rods. I even placed a message here. Victories for those who thrive to survive, because the way I see it, I thrive to take over the end. And not to brag, but I even built I built another hotel/resort in the end. And I don't know why end water is purple for some weird reason. Maybe it's just a reflection of the sky. But that's not even the most impressive part. I'm glad I got rid of all the Endermen. Otherwise they'd try and steal all these blocks. They'll leave nothing left of the nether. I mean the end, sorry. I actually built a bullet train system that travels from here to the Sky City. Personally, I don't like to fly because it's quite slow. Though I also built a bridge for those who want to walk. But personally, I choose to fly. It's quite a long bridge, but now you can start to see the end city. Okay, so I built more buildings here, because I thought, why is it called an end city if there's only one building? It sucks, to be honest. So I decided I'd build a proper city in the end, just to rival the old one. Another statue of myself. This building has a great view of me. And just to really rival it, didn't I place a bunch of trees here? Either way, I even built, oh yeah, here they are. I even built it next to the original, as you can see right here. And I placed trees from my world here, as well as bringing water from my world. So I built an artificial river here. And now look at this tower I built. This thing is so huge, it reaches the game's height limit. And now I just want to show you my penthouse in it. Because see, I figured I should have a property in the end. So I got a penthouse. So basically, I'm like Donald Trump, except I actually build things out of gold, and I'm not a failed real estate agent. And rather than just being president, I'm emperor of the end and the overworld. This is like a loft for my bed. Matter of fact, I wanted to build this quite close to the original end tower, just so they know I'm better than them. Also, I don't like the map mode. Let me change it. I turned off the cave mode. Now the view from here isn't that great, as it's just pretty dark. But if I increase my render distance, and in case y'all were wondering what do I mean by the original end city, let me fly out to it. I even built a statue next to it so they know who's in charge. There are a couple of shulker boxes here, but whatever. Basically the idea is to be like the Tale of Two Cities. There's the original lazy one, which is just one ugly tower. And then there's my city, a bit into the distance over there. If you increase the render distance, you can see it. And I have another statue of myself. Matter of fact, I even built 2 of these. So now here's a map. Just so you can get an idea of what it's like. I don't know why some of the water's turning purple. I should look into it. I'm googling why does water turn purple in the end. Okay, so apparently it just turns purple in the end for some weird reason. Personally, I don't want to drink this. Yeah, I am not drinking that. And I think that's it for this tour. Like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.